The ventriloquist, she does both voices.
All right. Y'all, look. Today we got a special episode. What are we doing today, bro?
Fuck if I know. Welcome to the Whole Ass Show. I'm Right Cheek, a.k.a. Kevin.
Left Cheek, a.k.a. Dustin. And together we make up the
Whole Ass Show.
And if anybody's trying to be stuck in between these two hot cheeks, let me know. We'll push you right on through. Are you good, Roman?
Yeah.
All right. Make sure. Good. Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. So anyway, for all my Monicas out there, we got two lovely ass riders sitting in front of us that don't want to be in front of the camera right now. They're the ones responsible for jumping on this saddle and calling us daddy.
You just said ass riders, meaning that we ride your ass, meaning you like it up the ass.
Well, we don't beg to peg, okay?
We gotta just take it.
You just gotta get on them stirrups and.
So you like pegging?
No, I didn't like it. Sometimes you just.
What is you doing right now?
I didn't mean to tell them what we do, but when this green screen's up, hey, it's anything goes.
No. It doesn't work that way. What are you?
We play catch in the yard.
What the dog doing? What the dog doing? What is you doing?
All right, so I finally managed to talk the ring bearers into being part of an episode of the Ash Show. Oh, here we go.
All right. Took them off so I could season the meat.
Here we go. Oh shit, my bad. All right, but like for real, like on another note, we're actually having a conversation tonight with the ass riders. These are the ones responsible.
They sound like superheroes.
Yeah, you are. Hey, you're actually picking up in the mic too. That's good. I had a curiosity that
we know.
No, you don't know. We know. Because you've had the same field trips. Yours a little bit different than mine.
I bring my own lunches.
Yeah, me too. I just pack the meat. There's always a meat in the sandwich. So on the first actual episode, I guess what we call this, an interview? Is it? No, it's more like a questionnaire, right?
I guess.
Yeah, there's no guessing.
Do I need a
We're not. This is not a jeans company. If we were a jeans company, we would be Jinko or Lee Pipes. You need what?
Don't address my client.
Your client?
Don't address my client.
Your client has you my mic. This is going to be an interesting video. All right. So, what do you mean? We need someone what? Present? What, you want a gift?
No. A witness in case, I
mean, I got a bow wrapped around a meat package, so you can unwrap it later, okay? As you guys know... No. She's wearing. Don't make her. She's wearing shorts. Okay, we just had tacos and stuff like that. You leave mine alone. Okay, that's my taco. Back to the episode of all that.
Because your people are used to conquering shit doesn't mean you can take the Mexican.
Don't you blame the Lumbies for that? Anyways, on the other side of life where things don't matter. So. A question popped up that come across, and I think I presented it to you earlier, which I probably didn't, but it's okay.
You didn't.
Yeah. Well, we're both part of the same ass. We're riding together. How long do you guys think sex should last?
Like the whole act?
Just in general. We're not talking about like break it down into segments, and we're not talking about statistically speaking. We're talking about from a personal point of view. So leave the school books at home.
2 to 3 hours.
Sounds nice.
You weren't expecting that answer.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Hours.
Because I don't know. I think I prefer a little quicker. I don't know. That's just me.
A little quicker? I mean, it's fine. It doesn't matter. I mean,
personal preference.
Yeah, it's personal preference. Everyone likes their own thing.
Well, just depends on what you're doing in that moment.
And the situations, too. Yeah. Because if you don't have a lot of time, you can't expect to have, take a lot of time.
Okay, let's put it in an actual, a normal point of view. And this is why I said, eventually, hopefully, guys, I can get some help with this. I know our first true questionnaire podcast, whatever the hell you want to call it, I'm going to call it a colonoscopy. because there's shit everywhere.
That's not usually how colonoscopies work, but okay.
Yeah.
There's shit
You
everywhere.
can call it
It's all
baby diaper
around.
because there's usually shit everywhere.
Yeah. But my point is in this particular instance.
You mean a colonic?
No,
Is that what you mean?
colonoscopy. Where you
They
just,
use hoses. For
Yeah,
that.
but
damn, bro, you mean corn and pizza? The fuck?
But it's not everywhere. It's just on your finger.
I know.
Yeah,
It's everywhere on your finger. I didn't say that it's all around the house.
It's like everywhere.
So anyways, back on the side of life where my opinion matters. What I'm stating is,
Are you trying to mansplain something?
no, it's not mansplaining. Tampax Pearl, calm down. Chill out,
Look here, Lord
Coquettes.
Farquaad.
All right, look here. Look here, All-Nighter. All right, it depends whether shit or piss ourselves. But no, what I'm saying is, okay, so you're saying it depends on the scenario.
Yeah, depends on the situation.
Yeah.
Why are you saying yeah for it? We've been together for a long time, and I love you. But what I'm
But
saying
realistically, our situation is different than your guys' situation.
is,
We have,
but what I'm trying to say is like, what if time isn't a point?
but it realistically it is.
Okay, let's say there's no kids involved.
So hypothetically,
Hypothetically,
Okay.
in an ideal situation, and that's what I'm saying. Like this is like a kind of thing where it's nothing personal.
yeah,
It's just
point of views.
thoughtful, thought processing wise, if that makes any sense at all.
Yeah.
So hypothetically speaking, in that situation where there's not time isn't a matter, and where you don't have to worry about a kid coming in, you don't have to worry about someone else barging in, someone else knocking, your phone ringing. Realistically speaking, is 45 minutes too much or too little?
Too little.
Too little.
Okay. Because you're my wife, if we don't have anything like that to worry about.
The leg is his wife. The hand is
Yeah, that
right cheeks.
that's my wife. Okay.
We
But
don't
anyway.
have anything to worry about with kids or anything. That would be too little.
Yours?
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Like, since our situations are different, like our one kid that we have
Yeah, I
is
get
like
it.
old enough, so he goes to grandma's. Like,
But as
He's
I
already
said, it's
knocked the fuck
hypothetical.
out.
It's hypothetical. It's nothing judgmental or anything for
Yeah.
anybody to be mad about later. It's literally just a conversation. That's all it is.
no, I know, but
I'm
for
talking
us,
to my wife.
for us, that hypothetical has actually happened, though.
yeah, we have something in phone.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
we soundproofed her.
Yeah.
Hey, do what you gotta do.
Oh, what are you talking about?
If we
This
She's like, I'm trying to get 2-3 hours.
No,
You soundproof
no,
this
no.
shit up.
look, in that situation, this one's crawling away up under the pillow. What? Oh, you want to drink? Okay. But like,
We have our room soundproof, so
I mean, but then
And our kids' room's on the other side.
okay, well, in that situation, so
So if I were to have it my way,
from a woman's point of view, your way.
I like to hold 2 to 3 hours.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not a cameraman. I ain't sorry, but whatever.
2 to 3 hours. And that's just one time.
You?
I could do that.
You want to challenge? I'll challenge you. To
Yeah,
that.
please put the kids
All
outside
right,
tonight.
I got you.
I'm being for it.
I'm
Gonna
here
pitch
for
a
it
tent
too.
outside, them motherfuckers sleeping outside.
So, all right, well, so in a normal everyday situation,
who wants to go camping?
hold on, you say you know tell anybody if you wake up with your asshole itchy and greasy and you find a rubber?
What?
Would you tell anybody? Is what I just asked. If you woke up in the morning and your ass was itchy and greasy and you found a rubber, would you tell anybody?
Where the
Would
fuck
you-
did that come from?
Hold on, wait.
Where is this coming from?
Because you said something about camping. I'm asking a question.
Yeah, like put your kids outside in the tent so y'all can fuck for 2 to 3
No,
hours.
no,
Not camping.
we don't even have a
and
we don't
that's
even
why I said.
Well,
What?
we're talking for like another hour, dude.
What?
we don't even have a tent.
Where is this even coming
Just,
from?
it's a question.
That is not a question.
Okay, so
That's just-
hypothetically speaking,
Oh
if you
my
woke
God.
up, let's say you went camping.
I would have fucking questions.
Okay, well, yeah, questions. But I'm asking if
I
you
would tell
sat there,
somebody.
let's say you went camping with some buddies, right?
Dude,
Who did it?
No, not even that. I'm just saying, like, say you went camping with some buddies, right? And you woke up, you found a condom in your asshole, itchy and greasy. Would you tell anybody?
but did it hurt?
But no, not even like that. Would you go and tell anybody?
Why would I even be in that situation?
But
first?
because shit happens.
Don't go camping with him.
No,
I feel like that's a warning. Don't go camping with him.
she's trying to be funny. I'm being serious.
Oh yeah, because that's a serious question.
It is.
It's a very serious.
It's very
question.
serious.
Yeah, like what the-
Because if you wouldn't tell anybody, I'd ask you to camp. But
I told you. Told you.
nah. But okay, so back to the point, the topic. So is on an average daily scenario, is 15 minutes too short?
Yes. Average daily, yes.
I didn't say average daily, on a normal daily. Not a normal thing where it's all the time, it's only like 15 minutes. I'm saying, like, if there's a point where you got to hurry up and get it done. You?
An hour? Like 50 minutes?
15 minutes.
Oh, 50. No, fuck no.
But what if you don't have any choice?
Then we're not going to do it. I'd rather us wait till we have the time than either one of us be disappointed or feel like it could have been more. That's just me. I'd rather like wait till we're both at that place where we can put the time in to give each other the attention we both want than to rush it within 15 minutes and we're both like, fuck, that was disappointing.
Okay.
We're not even disappointing, just like, well, that's like, it's not what it could have been.
Yeah.
What about you? Would 15 minutes be enough for you?
No.
Even if you got yours?
No.
Or even if you both,
I'm not selfish. I would feel bad in that instance.
See, now that's how I knew we were part of the same ass. Because in certain scenarios, she would tell me, just hurry up.
No.
I would.
Yeah, but that's like what I try to explain to you. He literally just told you what I've been trying to say whenever it comes to a time where it's like, babe, just go ahead. Just go. I know, I don't want to.
But I'm reassuring you.
I mean, it's still coming out one way or another.
For me, it's more.
But what I'm saying is what he just said. Not trying to cut you off. But what he's saying is what I'm saying is even though there might be a projection from one way or another, and both parts of the bread are wet, it doesn't make a great sandwich.
I don't understand his analogies
sometimes. He understands my analogy.
For me, it's more of a personal thing. Like
that's me too.
If you said the same thing to me, I'd be like, no, I can't do it.
Yeah.
At that point, I'd be like, oh, I can't.
I think we've tried to have like quickies before, and it doesn't work.
Yeah.
We can't.
Yeah, because I can't. Personally, I would feel selfish, and I can't do it.
But truth be told, we've always made it work.
But yeah, but we don't really have a choice because in our situation is a little different from theirs. We have to be quick. But even with that being said, even in scenarios where it's like we didn't have to be quick, you wanted me to be quicker.
Sometimes.
Yeah. So that's.
Well, you got to think about too what you guys both go through with like throughout the day. Like,
I know, I get that. Yeah, this isn't one of the things where it's a bitch fest. This is just a conversation. That's all that is.
I get that, but even then, like 15 minutes now. Nope.
All
45 minutes to an hour, that's a quickie for us. Like, we'll even like tell each other like be another day, like, hey, we're gonna do some shit tonight, but we gotta make it quick. It never works. Quick is not in our vocabulary, I guess. Like we tried. We can't.
Yeah.
I'll lose the sleep.
Yeah. We wake up and it's like no regrets. Like literally.
Well, that explains why you were late today.
My body hurts, my feet hurt, my neck hurts. No fucking regrets. Ready for later too.
I'd rather lose the sleep.
Yeah.
All right. Well, on that subject, something else that I saw as a topic. Thank you. Shout out to Reddit. This is an adult show. Y'all get that, right?
Yeah.
You get that. I mean,
I definitely get that.
We know we get that. All right. So with that situation,
we close it.
Okay, make
We're
sure
good.
it's closed. All right. So with that scenario,
don't invite us to your fucking throuple.
No, we don't have any baby boys left. No Diddy. When it comes to that scenario, we're both. This is a question between you and I. Nothing like that. They're here.
We're just existing. Yeah.
So, if your wife
you
says,
take an extra drink, like it's gonna be some
I'm about to.
There's gonna be some bullshit.
I'm about to as well. Thanks to Reddit. If she come to you, well, not that way, but if y'all are in the middle of boom boom pow, you know what I'm saying? A little bit chitty chitty bang bang, a little bit of that hot dog, you know what I'm saying?
Scooching.
If she says something about, popping something at the pooper, what would be?
Yeah, whose pooper are we talking about?
His.
No.
See, manpower. All right.
No.
So, if you were to say, hypothetically speaking, would it make you think, or would it make you think that he had other tendencies?
Other tendencies like
Come on, boo boo. That mountain ain't broken one way.
No.
Yeah.
I
But
wouldn't think anything
in a
different.
male's
Yeah.
mindset,
I asked.
Yeah, I wouldn't think anything
what
different.
would that your male's mindset?
What do you mean?
Would it make you feel less of a
Would it make you
alpha?
feel less masculine?
Yeah.
Less alpha?
Because
I
you
mean, hypothetically, like if I asked,
No, not you
If I kept
asked.
asking you and you
Uh-huh.
finally gave in, right?
And you gave it
Would
to.
you feel any less masculine afterwards?
Now let me before you answer that, let me phrase it this way. I'm not saying she's gonna be doing any kind of pegging to you, where it's just whether it's finger, two fingers,
That's
or
still considered
yeah.
a form of pegging.
okay, strapping. Okay, there we go. We understand that terminology.
Okay.
We're two hairy ass grown men take care of business.
You just said your ass wasn't hairy.
I've got hair around the hole. So
Something to hold on to.
you don't pull that shit. We fighting. Be like two pits and a chihuahua. But anyways, but that's what she's saying is like, would it make you feel less of an alpha
if she kept asking,
And you
You just,
finally
like, just-
agreed.
if it don't work out? It don't work. You got to stop.
I don't think so. That would be kind of like, I guess, like in reverse. I guess,
Well, yeah, it'd be
If I kept-
reverse.
like if I kept asking,
No, you didn't ask.
no,
She
no,
asked.
no, 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 I'm saying like
Oh,
if I
okay.
kept asking her
Yeah.
for me to do it to her, then I don't know how she would feel about it.
But
If
you
she
don't have a
would
pink
feel-
starfish neither.
But if she would feel like, I don't know, I guess like what we're currently doing like isn't enough. See what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Some people would take it that way.
yeah, but I wouldn't.
But-
I don't think you would either.
No, but like, I don't know.
How would you take it?
Up the ass.
Missionary or doggy style? I'm sorry. That I was trying to make it a little more playful because sometimes conversations like that can actually be a little difficult. Not even
Oh,
difficult.
he's used to me in these conversations.
Well, I know we're like the same and just different genders.
I don't know.
You know?
I don't. I mean, first off, I wouldn't ask.
No, not you
Okay.
asking. Not you asking. It has
Yeah.
nothing to
Like,
do with
if
you asking.
I asked,
Yeah, like if
and if I
you
was
kept
persistent
asking-
about it,
Yeah, I mean, I would stick
which
to
I
my,
don't think I would, because if he says no and gives me a reason
Yeah.
why, it's like, okay, fine.
yeah,
cool.
I would stick to my guns
But-
and say no.
But it's like, well, I'm saying.
I mean, if there's enough tequila involved, I might ask again. Like,
Like
shit.
if
Come on,
I finally,
baby.
if I finally gave in, I mean, I don't know. I mean, we're both adults and like we like will explore stuff.
So
but
it
depending on our
Like,
depending on our limits, but we've also talked about what our limits are. Like what's a yes,
What's a yes and what's a no? We have our
what's a
limits.
no, what's
yeah,
a-
no, it's
and what
understandable.
are-
Yeah,
and like what are maybes? You know what I mean? And that's not even a maybe anyway. So she knows not to even ask. Just like how I know not to even ask about the maybes, because like it would be more of a with us, it would be more like, well, if each other asks from our own maybes, then we'll be like,
Like, if
oh,
there was
okay,
something
let's
on my
try.
maybe list, like, he wouldn't ask me, but if I brought it up, like, hey,
Yeah.
maybe we can, I know I said no, or maybe not now before, but maybe I want to try it now. Then he'll agree to, but he won't outright go to my list of maybes, like, hey, are you ready to try this yet?
right.
yeah, but
Like, I
that's
would,
that's
yeah.
called respect.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's
yeah,
understandable.
that's what he's trying to say,
Yeah,
is
that's what
he'll
I'm trying
do
to
it if
say.
I bring it up.
Right.
And I won't mention anything from his maybe, because I'm a pain in the ass. I have messages ridiculous. But like, if he straight says, I'm leaving it alone.
Yeah.
And so he brings it up.
Okay.
Right.
Well, in that same scenario, how long you guys been together?
21 years.
Okay. And when it comes to that situation, you good?
Yeah.
What do you throw your head back for? You starting to feel that tit? Starting to feel that adult beverage?
Look, you didn't have what we had out there.
I'll go get you another one in a second. So when it comes to things like that, because like I mean, I'm okay with it. See this? You need to ask
Do you
me
want to
questions
get
too.
pegged, Dustin? Is that it? You want to get pegged?
No,
That's kind of what it sounds like.
No.
It sounds really sounds like you want to get pegged.
No, it's all good.
no, I'm completely.
No judgment.
I mean, I will
We
give.
got stuff for that.
I don't
I'm
give a
just
shit if there
saying.
is judgment. It's literally just a damn. It's just a question.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, no, I mean, I've dropped out some things before, and I'm like, damn, it might not be that bad. I mean, I've dropped some slappers. They have literally slapped the testes on the way down, and I'm like, damn, I gotta watch this before I can lay down in bed beside her. But on the side of life, you know, a little bit of Long John chocolate slapped in that bowl.
What the fuck did you just
Bro,
say?
just get to where you're going.
Well, what kind of questions do you have? Because, like, and the reason I'm saying that is because, like, you know, the next area I will go with that with, because, like, for, you know, the people that might watch this video, whether it's tomorrow or it's like the views spike up a year later, like in situations like that, and like I'm about to ask you this question. If anything pops in your mind that, you know, could be a conversation piece, that's fine too. At what point does it become a thing where it makes either one of y'all feel like, are we doing this because things just aren't good enough anymore? The spice.
No, I'm
Or
trying
is
to
it-
figure out how you're asked,
or
like what you actually mean by that question.
'Cause
Like,
you know
hear
what
the
I mean,
question-
right?
No, I'm trying to figure that. I hear the question, but I'm trying to figure out what you mean by it.
At what point is there any point in y'all's 21 years where it's like,
If something new
if
comes
that
up, you
if
try it.
if she comes up, because I'm not trying to say her name, but if she comes up, she's like, hey, blah blah blah, let's do, like, what do you think about this? Is there ever been a question or a point where, like, what is thing, or, you know, is this
Okay,
spice
no,
not good
okay,
enough?
yeah, that's actually a good question because we had the situation last summer
Mhm.
where I brought something to your attention, and
Mhm.
not even to your attention. I just brought up an idea to you. Did
Did it
you
involve
think that
me
at all?
and him?
I did, and I asked you. I asked you if that was like the thing.
And I explained it.
Right, and you explained it. And it was one of those, well, let's just, you know, it's part of, I guess it's part of growing together, you know, and like
Play it
being
by ear.
together. And like being together for so long that you just like eventually you're gonna want to try something new anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And by the way, if I'm asking things too personal, just say no.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
No, it's like, you know, you're eventually gonna want to try new things. Like eventually, it just depends on like how far you're willing to go, which is why
And
we
how
talk
much
about it.
you and your partner explain things and yeah, like you said, talk about it.
The communication is key.
Communication is very important,
So-
especially when it comes to explaining and breaking down the why, because you never want your partner to feel like they're the reason.
So in that, and like I said, if I ask something that's like not okay to ask or be comfortable whatever answering and we need to cut it out, that's cool. Is it, to me, you seem like you have a lot of tendencies that I do.
Hmm.
No, hold up. You gotta hear me out. Let me finish. Not where I'm trying to have a baby or nothing like that.
I ain't trying to have a baby either.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying.
That
like-
just fucking almost happened.
Like, okay,
I
let me
want to try.
phrase this. I am a very not bi-curious. I'm a very curious person. And like for me as an individual, not well,
Why did you even say I'm not bi-curious and then say
because some
I'm curious?
people confuse shit.
Yeah,
like that.
because when some people say curious, they automatically assume that
Yeah.
they're curious about the other sex
Yeah,
instead of
and-
being just
and-
curious
okay,
about sex in
that's-
general.
no,
Okay, but like you could have just said
But-
I'm a curious person, not bi-curious.
But wait, if I would have
curious
did
person,
if
but-
I would have did that, there would have been somebody in the comments
It
be
would
like,
sound
yo,
like
I know,
backpedaling.
but it's just in the order that you put it, I guess. I mean,
I always clarify what I say because I don't want to ever mistaken. Mistaken.
Okay.
Like, so that's what I mean by that. Like, you know, sometimes like there's some things that, you know, I might want to ask her about where it's like I'm kind of back in my mind, I'm like, fuck, should I even bother? You know, is this one thing, even though I know we have we have a good relationship, like not an open relationship. Our shit's very closed off. But in situations like, you know, where I don't know, let's say that there's a plug such as Alley Cat's Kink Boutique, you know, that's a
Why'd you
plug
have to
right
say
there.
it like that? Alley Cats King.
Because that's a plug. Go
But
there.
that's the way you said it.
But if they go and get a plug, like I said in the last video, they put a little plug in the back, they can feel a little spongy thing. You know what I'm talking about? There we go. It's all about the both. It's about the both of us. So
You do know that realistically, it's hard for a penis to fit an ass but it depends on the size of the plug because sometimes it pushes the plug out.
I know.
So you're not really feeling much of anything.
I know, but for the ones that don't have much in there to go fishing with,
We have extenders for that.
exactly. Alley Cat's Kink Boutique.
We carry
Just remember,
sheaths, just saying.
if you're not swollen enough on the pole for the hole, swing back by, throw that line out to alleycatskinkboutique.com.
Shaka.
They got everything to make it swole for the hole. Hey,
We literally do have everything. We have over 1,000 items.
Yeah. So I mean, but other than that, has y'all's guys safe word ever been anything food oriented?
No. We have one safe word and one safe word only.
I would have said mango.
And it's something that we both agreed on because the likelihood of us ever saying it in a normal conversation is very, very slim.
Yeah, no, it's my name. You told me. Oh shit, that's funny. I don't care who you are. Welcome to the Old Show. So I mean, like with that, where we're at right now, like, is there anything that I've said that either one of y'all could like bounce off a question where it's not just me asking y'all?
No, I mean, it seems like you want to know everything. So,
Honestly, you can ask me anything and I will always answer it as honestly as I can, as best as I can. Like, I don't assume to know everything sexually related, but I have done a lot of research, and this is kind of like something I'm really not passionate about, but like it really intrigues me because I really do want
That's passion.
Yeah. I want to understand how people's brains work and what makes them like the things they like sexually, like whether it's trauma related or just being curious. I just want to know the why. And I'm never going to get that answer because people like things for different reasons, but it's intriguing to me. Like, I don't shame anyone for liking what they like. Everyone, whatever fucking floats your boat. It doesn't have to float mine.
Yeah, we can be in the same water even if we sink.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of my floats yours, my sink my boat.
Your boat's over there, my boat's over here. As long as we're not crashing, we're good, dude.
Still in a boat.
What?
I said still in a boat.
I don't think that hurts.
Either way.
What'd you say?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I said
I can't hear you.
still in a boat.
There you go. Holy yeah. Hell yeah. We actually got some vocal out of that one other than when she's pronouncing, actually performing an exorcism to the kids when they're not doing what she wants them to. Go yeah. Like Jesus Christ, what in the Emily Rose hell is going on? You can't kick me. Your legs aren't long enough.
I'm closer. I got them for you.